But let them enjoy it. Enjoy it. Eat what you prepared. Don't choke. Thank you for this commentary. I have another question. It is quite multidimensional, but I would say that the previous one was not very specific. The president of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro, who was kidnapped by the US during the holidays, became the second president after Bashar Assad, the head of state that is friendly to Russia, that was toppled with force. Does Moscow see this as an assault on its positions at the international arena? Is it afraid of the mass protest in Iran? But please, let's pause here. Let's deal with this first. Venezuela, Iran, Russia, the US, and so on. Let's start with this part. If we are concerned, if we should be concerned about anything, but you said that it is a generic question. Well, if we are to be concerned, we shouldn't be concerned individually, but collectively. But we should be concerned by the destruction of international law. Some national vested interest shouldn't play a role here. Steps are taken every day that change our personal plans, our public plans. Every second something is going on. But such actions destroy the international legal system. What does this mean? Let's say as it is. Just like with Kosovo, that was seized, that was taken away from Serbia illegally. The strategy is now applied to Greenland and Denmark. Inside this coalition, I'm not talking about the global majority here. Within the collective minority, with the Western minority, they don't have a pillar, the basis, so that these processes are stopped in the legal framework or to be settled legally. All those who said that the situation in Kosovo was unacceptable. These countries have something to rely on, and now we're talking not about the violation of somebody's agreements, union commitments, and so on. We are talking about the global undermining of the legal system. When there was an outrage about the situation in Crimea and Donbas that ostensibly Russia acts illegitimately, we referred to international law that said about the will of nations, the right for self-determinations, and these references are not only theoretical, they are practically applied. This happens within the international law, probably as any other law. The provisions of the international law provide for various interpretations. There's no doubt about it, but this is a basis. Now the territories are divided, and countries are divided without any reference to any international legal provisions and norms. That's what I'm talking about. That's what is going on with the interference into internal affairs and coup d'etats. no references to international law, the UN Charter, the conventions and treaties signed by anyone. They're not cited, they're not referred to. Listen to Kaja Kallas, as you mentioned Iran. She said that they need, and Ursula von der Leyen said the same thing, that they need to increase the level of sanctions pressure to make people in Iran even more turbulent, which will lead to coup d'etat. And they said that directly. The interests of all those who believe that international law should be respected, the rights of these people are violated. But the international law was a sphere that gave a chance to the world, to countries, to negotiate, to agree with each other on legal grounds, to bet not only on force, on the possibility to trick someone with force and some other things, and to rule the world. Without law, there is no democracy. Today, this is a threat to everyone who believes that democracy is the best system, because democracy can be applied not only within states. Democracy, as it is declared, including in the West, the perfect system. It should be demonstrated in the international.
So how can we talk about democracy in international relations where there's no legal system? Democracy is based only on laws. Because in order to define quorum, majority, or consensus, you need to have a law, not just an ability to count. Yes. If you don't mind, the second part